Ironically, as I said, 90% of the country is covered in forests. This led really to an ever-diminishing amount of land that was being available to work.
So we're going to show you Stockholm, the City Hall, and the Nobel Prize tour. So we're going to speak very much about Alfred Nobel, the man who invented the dynamite.
Stockholm is the capital of Sweden and its largest city. Actually, Stockholm is built on 14 separate islands, so there is water everywhere you look.
Pretty nice here in Stockholm on this view, but they gave us, what, 2 minutes? 2 minutes to, I would say maybe 3 minutes. And a nice view of Stockholm behind us.
So who was Alfred Nobel? He had a Swedish passport, he was a Swedish.
This is where the Nobel Prizes are given out, but not the Peace Prize. This is the building where Alfred Nobel's money gives out prizes for physics, 5 other prizes besides the Peace Prize, on December 10th every year.
December 10th is the anniversary of Nobel's death, and that was the date that was chosen for the grand banquet that happens here each year.
Very welcome to the Blue Hall inside the City Hall. This is the Blue. So the name of this very big room, the name of it, it's the Blue Hall.
So we are walking in the Blue Hall in Stockholm, where the Nobel Banquet is held every year on December 10th when the prize is given out. And many people come to it. And it is called the Blue Hall because the architect did plan to use blue, but he changed his mind and used the red brick. It was going to be painted, but he liked the red, so the Blue Hall has no blue.
Alfred Nobel made an enormous fortune as a maker of armaments, weapons of war, and as the inventor of dynamite. Along with the Peace Prize given in Oslo each year, here in the Blue Hall, the Nobel Banquet celebrates prizes given in chemistry, medicine, literature, economics, and physics. This is how Alfred Nobel wanted to be remembered. Our guide told us that the fabulous mosaic in the Golden Hall was made up of over 18 million glass and gold mosaic pieces. Finished in 1923, it took more than 100 artisans over 2.5 years to complete. During the Nobel Banquet, the Golden Hall is used for dancing. There was something very special about imagining so much brain power just dancing the night away.
Well, this is as close as I'll ever get to a Nobel Prize. Okay, what did you learn in there?
What did I learn in there?
Yeah.
That it took a lot of people to put that mosaic on the wall. They did a beautiful job.
Nobel invented dynamite, and he became dirt wealthy. And they're still living off the original money plus the interest.
To give out the prizes.
To give out the prizes. Which prize is given in Oslo? The Peace Prize is the only one given in Oslo?
That's right. Apparently Nobel had so much money that even though he died in 1898, over 100 years ago, the foundation, the Nobel Foundation, which is controlled by Sweden, is still rich enough to give out very lucrative prizes to the Nobel Prize winners.
Century. And 50 kilo. The mushrooms. We call them cantarella, chanterelle.
Well, I don't think that there's much doubt that Stockholm is a beautiful city. We didn't get to see that much of it. Built on islands, I understand, 12 or 14 islands, I can't remember which. And there's thousands of other islands, small ones. We did get to see the Nobel Hall, and lots of the other stuff was on the coach, and there wasn't that much opportunity on the coach to see things.
And on your left-hand side, a very nice little church on your left-hand side, and this is the English Parishing Church. He took the Nobel Prize of Peace, the best place, best quality of food. Look at the beautiful building on your right-hand side. I think he lived outside Detroit. Yeah, this is downtown. From the 60s and from the 70s, the skyscrapers, they are on your right-hand side. Probably you want to pay the taxes in Sweden, so he lives in Switzerland.
Did you see anything she was talking about?
So So it was one of the main streets in the central Stockholm where it happened late in the evening, and it was dark in the evening, of course, in winter time. And when he left the office, the parliament, he said that he said, I don't need a bodyguard tonight. I go to the cinema with my wife. And then it happened. And I think if you ask Swedes, where were you exactly when you got the news that the Prime Minister in Sweden was shot? Because we were shocked. And now we have the Royal Opera on your left-hand side. His name is Fredrik Reinfeldt. He's very young, he's only 42 years old. And he has been the Prime Minister in Sweden since September 2006.
It was kind of rushed here.
Beautiful.
Isn't it a beautiful city?
I wish I could have walked a little more instead of sitting on the bus all day.
So he's coming from a small little town in the south part of Sweden. And then he started to work as a personal trainer in Stockholm. And now he's going to get married, the Princess of Sweden.
Sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger all over again.
Interesting.
Those body guys do pretty good. Who's who?
Summer place
I don't know
for vacation.
One's older and one's younger. He's 30.
Nice.
One of them's 27.
Nice.
The youngest daughter's 27. I don't know which one it is.
They look good.
Maybe she's the oldest because they're going from this to this to this.
I wish you a very nice evening. Thank you very much for today. Nice to be together with you, and welcome back to Sweden again and Stockholm. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
And maybe someday we will come back here and investigate further.